And although not having a functioning feeding tube stinks, there was a lot of good news today. On our adventure.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Ta-da! Smoothie. Good Monday morning, oh my god, it's not Monday. It's Thursday. Good Thursday morning, everyone. It's not even morning, though. It's the afternoon. I had a very slow start to my day. Just not feeling great, but hanging in there. I spent the last few hours trying to figure out the best way to sustain myself orally, and the way my GI told me to do it turned out to be the best option, but I wanted to see if my other options would work too. So this is my feeding tube formula. This is not meant for oral consumption. You can drink it, but it's not meant for that, so they don't flavor it, and it tastes really bad. I tried to drink this and it made me gag. So I'm not gonna drink this because it's not worth intaking something that's gonna make me vomit. Then I thought I could put it through my G-port, because I use the G-port to vent and drain trapped air and excess stomach acid from my stomach, but you can also use it to put stuff into my stomach. So I thought I would do that to bypass the bad taste and get the benefits of my formula, but even doing that, I started to feel extremely nauseous, and I felt like I was on the verge of puking, and it was horrible, so that didn't work. And what my GI suggested that I do is I vent my stomach to get rid of trapped air and excess stomach acid like I usually do, and when I'm feeling that symptom relief, to stick to my safe foods, which is the smoothie, and not to drink it all at once, but take little sips throughout the day. And that's what I'm doing. In here I have banana, vanilla yogurt, a little bit of chocolate syrup to give it a chocolatey taste. I did put some formula in here, not enough to change the taste though, just to get something. And there's peanut butter, ice. It's like a peanut butter banana smoothie. And that is what I'm gonna do. Some of y'all asked if I can go on TPN, which is where you receive your nutrition intravenously. I have been on TPN briefly before, but that was in a hospital setting because I could potentially have a bad reaction to it. And it's not just a matter of like starting TPN. There's a process, including insurance approval, which would probably not happen because I do well on tube feeds, and even if we did pursue it, it wouldn't happen before Monday. So I really appreciate the suggestions, but please trust that my doctors and I are doing the best we can, and they're working in my best interest. Wow, I have awesome news. So as y'all know, Kate Farms supplies my feeding tube formula, and when I was switching over to Kate Farms from my original formula, they were so helpful in that process. They're just like this incredible company that really cares about their people. So I contacted my person in Kate Farms and explained my situation and how I can't drink my current feeding tube formula because of the taste, and how I tried putting it through my G-port and that really just didn't go well. I was so nauseous and sick. So I'm sticking to what my GI suggested doing, which is venting from my stomach and then slowly sipping on something throughout the day, and not venting again so I don't get rid of what I'm sipping on. Anyways, I asked them if they could send me their nutritional shakes that are flavored and meant for oral consumption. I didn't know if they'd be able to get it to me before Monday because it's short notice, but she said, yes, of course, we're gonna overnight it so you have it tomorrow morning. And I am just thrilled and so thankful. I mean, they really, really care. It's awesome. So although I really can't take in much volume at all, at least I'll have the Kate Farms shakes, and they're extremely nutritious, which is a good thing. Where's the hippo? There's Hippo. Thanks. Boop. Go get it. Back. Back. You're just scooching your bum back. Harlow, back. Good girl. I have even more good news. This is my second set of good news today. So I talked to my POTS doctor because when I can't get nutrition adequately, my POTS tends to become worse. And it would also be beneficial for me if I could get extra banana bag infusions while I'm waiting for my feeding tube to be replaced. So they sent in a script for me to get extra fluids. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will have fluids running, which is awesome. That's gonna help me feel better while I wait for my tube to be fixed. Right, Hippo? What do you think? I've said it before, but honestly, I'm really grateful for a medical team that works hard to help me, especially in tricky situations like this, so. And I'm thankful for a Hippo. All right, so this is something Harlow and I go through like every night. Every night I make her put her toys away before I give her dinner. So she's kind of frantic because she knows she's gonna eat, but I make her put her toys away first. So just like, look at her, you can tell. She's acting funny because she wants her food. Harlow, clean up. Clean up. Good girl. Go, clean up. Good. Harlow, clean up. I mean, maybe it's only I can tell because I know my dog well, but she's like got a pep in her step and she's just like, I want my food. All right, you have your ball over there. Harlow, go get your ball. Go get your ball. Clean up. Harlow, clean up. Good girl. You want dinner? You want dinner? Yeah, you do. That looks like a happy dog with a full belly. I made it up the stairs. That was difficult. But anyways, I have more good news to tell y'all, and I might have already said this, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But I don't know exactly what happened. I got a call this morning, and from what it sounded like over the phone, either interventional radiology didn't feel comfortable handling my case because it's complex or whatever, or my doctor was just more comfortable doing everything himself. So now IR is no longer doing my feeding tube switch, my GI is going to do it himself, and I feel much more comfortable with that because my doctor is the one who placed the feeding tube and has done the switches in the past, so that's good news to me. And yes, it is still happening on Monday. My energy and strength is going down. It is a struggle, but I'm hanging in there. And although not having a functioning feeding tube stinks, there was a lot of good news today. Kate Farms is being amazing and overnighting me a shipment of their oral formula so I can get good nutrition from the few sips I am able to take throughout the day. My oral intake today was a lot less than yesterday, but chronic illness can vary in how it affects you from day to day. I just gotta keep doing my best. And my POTS doctor was able to get me extra IV fluids and IV banana bags, which is definitely gonna help. And now I know my doctor is performing the switch, which makes me feel a lot more comfortable with the whole procedure and everything. So, although this is not an ideal situation, just focus on the positives, and I do take solace in the fact that this too shall pass. Like I said yesterday, eventually the kinks will be sorted. Well, I am in bed and ready to go to sleep. I'm just finishing up Moana. I was gonna watch Game of Thrones tonight, but I promised Judd I wouldn't watch it without him, so I'm withholding, even though I really want to watch it, because we're in the beginning of season 4 and things are getting really good, but I won't give any spoiler alerts if you haven't watched Game of Thrones yet. But anyways, I've heard from Judd, he's doing well, and while he's gone, I actually want to start a new TV series. I just don't know which one. I have watched Lost 2 times and loved it both times. I've watched The 100 on Netflix, that one's really good. I've recently seen That 70s Show, which was funny, and most recently, the series I went through is the first season of Stranger Things, because the second season's coming out soon and I'm really excited for that. But anyways, I would be interested to know what y'all like to binge watch, because maybe I can get some ideas on what to start next. But anyways, I am ready to go to sleep. I'm just going to finish up my movie and head to bed. So with that, I'll say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.